Welcome to my new channel, Discover, Fail, and Learn. So the idea of this channel is to just do random things, taking apart stuff, fixing things, and so forth, possibly reviews, and from there we will learn together. I definitely will do things wrong, I'm sure, so please feel free to leave comments on corrections and things how I can do it better. I really would appreciate it. Alright, I just ask to be kind about them so we can all learn together. So today we're going to start with this Walkie Talkie here. So we were raking leaves a few weeks ago and my son found this out in the front lawn. And my guess is a trick-or-treater had it on him and accidentally dropped it into the yard. So what we're going to do today is try to fix it and then return it to the owner. So far, if we look here, it's a Midland Talker. If I go ahead and hold down the menu button here for the power, nothing happens. So we're going to try with the obvious thing first, is batteries, and then possibly do a tear down and see what's inside and if there's any corrosion and so forth, because it was outside in the rain for quite a while. So let's see, pull this here, slips right off, nice, and slip that off. Alright, so let's take these batteries out. These look like the defaults that would come with them. Alright, let me get some AAAs and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I've got some Duracell Power Boost AAAs. Let's go ahead and organize that. Alright, put that aside. Alright, let's put it in the right way here. See, it kind of let you know. Usually what I've seen is the springy part is on the negative, so sometimes you'll have that little curly spring, other times you'll just have this little pushy thing here. Alright, let's go ahead and put that in there. Alright, let's slide it on. Let's see. And we have nothing. Alright, well, something bigger. Hopefully you can fix it. We're going to take the batteries out, take it apart, shall we? Take the batteries out. Those over here. Alright, let's see. We've got a couple of screws here. Let me find the right bit. It's got this little general power thing here. I got a new one that we'll try out later that's a little fancier in a later video. So let's see. Let's see, left. Oop. Fields start to come out. Yeah, those are Phillips for sure. I don't know if this is going to reach that far down in. I might have to have a different one. Oh, we're good. Do I feel it coming apart? I do. Huh. Those are Phillips. They look a little kind of like star bits, but maybe not. Yep, we're gonna need all those out. And let's put them up here in the order they were. So are these the same size? Let's see. Okay, those are bigger. So let's have the top one up here. And these are about the same size, but we'll put these here. And I don't know if that's coming through the microphone, but I have a 3D printer printing in the background, so I apologize for that noise. I'll try to take it out and post. Alright, there we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, here we go. We got the antenna, simple spring here. Oh yeah, look at that corrosion there. Oof. Alright. Oh, there's some rust right there on that display. Yeah, let's see, the contacts look fine. That battery, that's not corroded, so we're good there. Put that aside. And there's all the buttons. All the, ooh, not quite together, so we're just going to hold that and put that right here. Alright, there's a speaker. Yeah, it still seems to be soldered in place. There's some corrosion right there. Definitely some rust right there. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Alright, well, let's get some Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol, and I'll be right back. Alright, Q-tips, rubbing alcohol. Alright, let's rub that on there. This is just 99% alcohol. I'll probably have to get the multimeter out too here. Alright, wipe some of this corrosion off. I don't think this would stop it, just on here. That's looking a little better. Okay. I don't see anything rusted on the back. Overall, looks pretty good. I'm wondering if there's some contacts over here that are stuck together here. Alright, clean it up. Or fused together. Well, let's test some stuff out. Go get a multimeter and go from there. Overall, not too bad. Alright, get my Klein tools here from Home Depot. Sorry if the video is a little laggy. I'm getting a light to get much better lighting, and that should go away once I do that. But for now, alright, let's check these connections here. Let's just make sure. Alright, we're good there, so it's working. A little lag, but okay, those are supposed to touch, I think. Yep. Wait a minute. What does it say for resistance here? Those are all touching. Let's try it down here to make sure we don't get anything else going. Alright, that's not supposed to happen, I don't think. Okay. Oh, it does come up with a resistance if I hold it long enough. Oh, 11 ohms. What's the speaker? Might be okay for that speaker. As long as there's some resistance. Or not too much, or not too little. Alright. Let me do a quick check on something. Okay, yep, we're okay. Just double checking, so yeah, that's 12 ohms. It is saying it's a short circuit, but look at the meter here. If we can read that down right there. it's saying eventually we have like 11.5 ohms there, so that's all right. Okay, make a mess here. All right, that should dry pretty quick though. Alrighty, well, let's see, we cleaned it up a bit. The solder seems to be okay. Let's clean off the screen too, why not? Oh, and happy Thanksgiving. And watch this remind me that the Traeger grill out there, which is smoking a turkey, hit a 3-hour smoke mark, so I'll have to crank it up to 350 and cook it from there. Yeah, so let's go do that. All right, back. Turkey is smoked and now 350 for another couple hours. Should be good. I'll post some pictures in here as well of the turkey. Alright, that should be cleaned up pretty well. Alright, let's just put it back together. I don't really see anything too wrong with that. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just a trace. Let's see if we can test that maybe. Oh, the test points. Nothing there. I don't know if that's a broken trace or not. Alright. Oh. Did I just do that now? I might have. Oh, it was corroded. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and resolder that speaker there. Usually I could just strip the sheathing away from here, but it's so tiny here. I don't know if those will do that, so I'll just melt it with the solder and try that. So I'll go ahead and get that heated up. I don't think I need to pull out the full solder, so I'll just get the little cordless one or the battery powered one I have here. Works for smaller jobs pretty well. Alright, let that heat up and hopefully maybe stick a little flux on that. One thing I need to get is more flux. This has been in here for quite a while. Alright. Yeah, just resolder both. Alright, let's see. Okay. Yep, melting it away a little bit. Now I want to go over one day what a hot and a cold solder is, and it's very important because I have a guitar. I actually had a Gibson Classic that was working for a while. Then it got kind of spotty, and then just stopped working very well. And I opened it up and noticed that they kind of cold soldered the grounding on it, and so it just broke off, and I had to kind of solder it correctly. But we'll go over kind of that and what that means and why you want to, not cold solder. But really what it's saying is a lot of people, and I've done this many times too, where they'll melt the solder with the tip and then touch it to the wire and then let it harden there. That's a cold solder. What you want to do is really heat up the surface that you're going to solder to, and then your solder touches that surface, not the solder iron tip, and then it'll actually flow into it and solder and have a better connection. So that's really what you want to do. And I have a different guitar that's having kind of the same issue, so I'm going to in the future definitely take that apart and double check that soldering. Because yeah, it's doing the same thing, and I just need to kind of see what's going on with it. All right, so there we go. All right, let's go ahead and put it back together now. Hopefully I can. So here's the buttons, menus on the top. They're kind of faded, but those go in there like that. And just to double check, I did everything right here. We're going to check the solder. Yep, we got a connection there. Okay, making sure I soldered that wire and they're actually touching metal there. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back in. Very dainty here. Thanks. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on. I think that's it. Yep. And let's see if we have, oh, that goes right against here. That's kind of cool. So I'll get some of the battery. It touches that plate right there. It's like a little spring. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, it's a little laggy. And then it touches this metal thing. That's how it gets its power. Oh, we got the button here, so we got this to go around. And this has got a slide right there. That's what we're looking for. So this button slides right into the plastic frame. All right, now we put the screws back in. There's one. And there's two. Make sure you go the right way. It's actually kind of the first time I was using this little thing. Because I do a lot of electronic stuff, so it's nice just not having it twist all the time. But you also don't want to strip it, so you gotta be careful. There you go. Alright, and there's another screw here, which goes over here. It's always nice getting these little compartment things. Make sure you have the screws in the right spot. iFixit has a lot of stuff like that. But if you have a 3D printer, or, well, in this case I have this little stand, this little plate here for soldering, has all these nice little cubby holes, or I 3D printed this. So all the screws in. Really nice to have. It's a must-have if you're taking stuff apart. Better than rolling all over your desk. I have some pretty thick carpet here. And I've had times where it's in the carpet and you just can't find it again. So, okay. One more. Alright. Pretty solid. Alright, what do you think? Is it going to work? I mean, really all we did is cleaned it off. Resoldered that wire, but I think I kind of pulled it out, so, but maybe. Alright, I need to put the clip on. We can just put this on for now. What do you think? Nope. No can do. Well, alright, let's try one more thing here. Alright. Let's see how this works here. So we have, oh, that's neat. So how this is working, if we look right here, we have a positive up here that connects to that terminal, and then it just chains it all the way through down to here being the negative. And they just connect it with these straight bars here. So really what that's doing is if you have a 1.5, you have 4.5 volts, of course, because they're in series. So really, so right here is the positive, which puts it on this plate right here. And then the negative, kind of cool enough, is it just goes right here, and that just touches against around the screw. See how there's that little piece of metal around there? All these points, those are the ground plane that run through here, so that's a ground, so it just runs it through the whole ground plane. And I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to leave that button in there. Probably easier to put together if I just leave it in there. All right. Oh, and that goes right over there. Cool. All right. So now, what could it be? Actually, I'll take that off. It wants to come apart that way. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, it did some permanent damage. It might just be it fried a chip. It shorted something. So right now what I'm doing is I'm really just scanning it with my phone. You can't see. Oh, there. Oh. Okay. I see some traces there that are rusted. That might be it. Oh, that's not good either. That chip. I need something I can magnify in for you, but this chip right on the end of my thumb right there, that is, maybe I can try to bring it in here. That's not going to work. Maybe you can see on there. We'll know. Let's see. Where is that chip right there? There's something on there that looks like it's... Oh, you can still see the text on there, so I don't think that's too bad. But right down here, there's some definite deterioration. Let's see if we can clean it up, maybe. All right. Right there on those traces. Oh, that's just dirt. That's not a broken trace. So all these little lines here, little traces that carry the signal around, if that's broken, obviously it doesn't make it there. So sometimes what you'll have to do is solder a little wire from where the trace is good to another trace to skip it, and that'll fix it. But now that I did that, that was just surface. That's nothing bad. So I don't think, if I check it again, oh yeah, it looks perfect now. So that was not an issue. All right, well. All right, I think that's good for here. Like I said, I don't know if it's worth diving in more, spending more time with it. I don't see any more broken stuff. This rust on here shouldn't cause anything. Now, who knows what's underneath here? If you look right here, and you could do that too. There's these little twisty things right here. Maybe we'll do that. Alright, so if we take this apart here and twist these. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright. So we twist these. And one more, I think. Let's try not to get those inductors off there. Alright. There we go. Okay. Cool. So if we look under there, yeah, I don't see any issues there. Little blob chip right there. I'm sure that's right there is the chip that does all the real smart stuff. Let me put a blob over it to kind of hide it. And yeah, okay. Alrighty then. Here we go. Okay. Got that back in there. Jeez, those wires are just so dainty here. Alright. So now I just twist them back. 1, 2, 3, and by the inductors. Alright, cool. I'm pretty sure this still will not be working, but I don't see a lot of stuff going on with it. Let's not twist that too much. Okay, we're still good. Alright. Go ahead and put the button on, make sure it's the right way up. Alright, cool. Put this back on. And let's just wipe this contact off here. And this too, to make sure they have better contact. Might as well do all sides. No broken leads there, okay. Alright. Slide right on. Nice click. Alright. Check that out. Feels pretty good. Alright, let's make sure again. Oh, that's another thing to try too. One thing I forgot to say. Sometimes it's a little loose in there. And so what you can do is just kind of pry these out just a little. Give it more pressing there, because this one right here is not pressed in, or is not pressed out much. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, it's pretty snug in there. And one more thing, why not? Do the full thing. Let's clean off these contacts. Not that that's what it is. Alright, put the top back on so I don't spill it all over the desk, which I almost just did. And I forgot the buttons. Let's do that again. Alright, now that I actually put the buttons in, they seem clickable. Alrighty, let's see. So now, double check. Buttons in there, feel good. Transmit button clicks, sounds good. Alright, let's try the batteries again now. And make sure the correct way. Some reason I can't pick off of that. Alright. So there we go. So now we have it together. I'll try to turn it on. One push, no, let's hold it. Let's try that again. I saw something change in the screen, I thought. Alright, well, if it was just the screen, you would hear something at least. So, yep, I think something has lived. One of the chips possibly went out here, so I don't think we have it. And I doubt it needs to have this in to work. I really doubt that's it, but you know, why not try it? Okay. Yep, nothing. Alright, well, I don't think we were able to fix it today. Hold it for a little longer, maybe. Nope. Alright, well, hopefully we can fix something next time here, so. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove the batteries so we can at least keep some good batteries. And I think this one is done. If you have any ideas, let me know and I can try to take it apart again and try some other things. But that is it for now. Thanks for tuning in for this first video. Catch you later.